Time now for another CTV sports presentation. East China High School Sports is presented by Magna, magna.com/careers, with support from LaFontaine Chevy, Buick GMC, where you get the family deal, by Murphy Inn Hotel and Restaurant, by St. Clair Ace Hardware, by LaFontaine Ford, where you get the family deal, and by North Star Bank, North Star guiding the way, and by CTV Community TV for Marine City and St. Clair. Now let's join our announcers for East China High School sports action.
Hello friends, and welcome into a Mac White lacrosse match. I'm your commentator tonight, Reed Packin, in for CTV Community TV. And we're covering boys lacrosse tonight. East China United going against Creus North. Not much to say about this matchup. Creus North has already locked up the Mac White. They clinched it. They're 8-4, 7-0 in league play, looking to keep their undefeated league play season alive this game against a struggling East China team. They're 4-7, but 3-3 in the league. So they're looking to play a little bit of underdog tonight and upset the undefeated Mac White champions right now. Game is already off to a quick start. Creus coming in quick. Had an open net for a minute. Defense was there to stuff them. Here comes Creus North now, coming in from up top. Settling back, allowing his team to reset. That's number 1, George Dekic. Dekic shoots, goes behind the net. Charznik gets out there, gets closest to. East China will take it out from the back. Charznik gets this one across. Defense trying to get it to an attacker. Intercepted pass. Creus North come the other way. Dekic coming down. Has 2 on him. Comes around the side. Open net. Shoots and scores. Looked pretty effortless for the senior attacker. I think Dekic. Dekic. Yeah.
Goal scored by Creus North, number 1, George Dekic.
All right, we're in for a face-off now. After a quick goal from Creus North. Ball's pushed back. Whistle is called. Change of possession, East China coming down on the attack. Come through the midline now. In the short corner, here's Jones. Jones up top. This is Wynn trying to get around a defender, can't do so. Cartwright now, trying to pick up the ball. Gets it to the short corner to Jones, who scoops it up. Can't do so. Cash Chapman in the backfield. Goes to the far corner, over the head of Wynn, and out of bounds. Dekic coming through the middle. Swims across. Bounces back out. Looking to find a gap in the defense in the middle. Not seeing anything. He steps back out to reset. Dekic making a drive. Shoots. Left of the net and out. Stays down this way with Lance Creuse North. From behind the net, swooping around, shoots low, shoots in, and scores. I believe that was Connor Lumley, junior midfielder.
Goal scored by number 23, Dylan Shakora.
Dylan Shroka, freshman. Freshman midfielder for the Crusaders. Gets a nice goal there, wrapped around the net. Shot low, got it in. Lance Creuse North wins the face-off, now trying to get out of their half. Checked from behind. Ball is still free. Both teams sparring for it. Lance Creuse North still can't wrangle it in. Slips and slides. Both teams just cannot seem to grab this thing. Now here come the Crusaders. Flag is thrown. Dekic coming through the middle. Looking for space. He has two on him. Passes up top. Loss of ball for number 17, Connor Koza. Crusaders finally pick it up. Get to the short corner, spins, shoots in an open net and scores. Dylan Shroka once again finds the back of the net there. And no defender on him. Most of the defenders stepped up there to play up top. It allowed for Lance Creuse to just kind of sweep across. Make some defenders chase him. Pass down low, Shroka made a great move, a great little spin move around Melcharsnik. I think when he came around on the other side and just saw a wide open net, it's just a nice little gift for him. East China wins the face-off. They're trying to scoop it up now. Gets it across half field. East China. Jones drops the ball in the short corner, picks it back up. Gets it across to Wynn. Wynn shoots low. And is saved by the keeper, number 13, Jackson Davey. Here comes Lance Creuse now, far sideline. Moving it into that far corner. Goes behind the nets. Shroka behind the net looking for a teammate. No, defender loses the stick. Shoots again and scores again. Hat trick already for the freshman.
LCN goal scored by number 23, Dylan Shroka.
Just a pretty bad lapse there for East China. Defender was on him and just stick slipped out of his hand. Left him pretty much defenseless. Shroka, just like his first goal, just came right around the net. Shot low on Melcharsnik. Got another one in. Lance Creuse North early showing us why they've already locked up the MAC White and why they are undefeated in league play right now. Still very early in the game. Score is not in East China's favor right now. But we all know lacrosse is definitely a game of runs. It's easy for teams to dig themselves out of holes that they make themselves in. So come out of the timeout. We'll meet in the middle for a face-off. Ball's free. Lance Creuse North can't get it. Whistle's blown. Ball stays with Lance Creuse North, coming through the middle. Koza taking up the far sideline into the far corner. Drops the ball deep in the far corner. East China, good defense. Now coming the other way, looking to counter. Whistle's called for out of bounds following the contact. Crusaders trying to get in. Dekic moving behind the net. Loops around. Shoots. Deflected. Shoots again and scores. Matthew Russell, junior midfielder for Lance Creuse North, finds the rebound. He's quick to send it right back. Gets himself a goal out of it. Another face-off here in the middle. He's trying to scoop this one quickly. Defender behind. Errant pass. Gets scooped up for East China. Whistle's called. Stepped out of bounds. Passes back to the keeper. Tries to get it up the sideline. Ball goes out of bounds. East China is now coming the other way. Ball is up to Cartwright. He's working it through the middle. Gets it over to Jones. Spins. Passes up top. Shoots. Bounces over the net. Number 11, Travis Pulaski with the shot there. Chapman from behind the net passes in to win. Substitution comes in. Number 16, Hunter Hansen. Splitting defender, shoots, bounces, and scores. Off the one hop to the top left of the net. East China finds himself on the board now.
East China goal scored by number 16, Hunter Hansen. Assist number 8, Ryan Wynn.
Now, if you're East China, you just got to keep this momentum going here. Lockdown on defense. No stupid mistakes that lead to easy goals. Just can you leave Lance Creuse North scoreless for a few minutes, and can you get a goal in? Here comes Lance Creuse North now. Number 9, Jaden Halai. Passes to the right side. Dekic up top in the middle. Tries to pass in. Pass is deflected. Lance Creuse North still gets there. Tries to get a shot off. Falling to the ground. Can't do so. Here comes Lance Creuse North. Number 4, Brody Havro. Escapes a sea of defenders. Passes back to Dekic. Dekic setting up his team. Taking his time. Passes to the short corner. Now moving back up to the middle. Gets it across. Looking to shoot. Can't do so. Has 2 defenders on him. Back to Dekic. Dekic, good move. Cuts around one. Met with another defender. Loops behind the net. Shoots low and in and scores. I believe that's number 2 for George Dekic.
LCN goal scored by number 1, George Decock.
That's what you can't allow if you're East China defense. Can't let him just run all over you. It's a hard thing to do. He's definitely an athletic, fast attacker. But it just means you got to rely on your help defense a little bit more. You see that he's done it a couple times already. Loop behind the net. Loop across up top in the middle. Just trying to get the defenders moving. Just got to be there. Got to be anticipating where he's going. Here comes Lance Creuse North, stuffed up top. Brodsky trying to get it in. Gets it in, passes out. Pass is deflected. Trying to go to the middle. Had an opportunity. It's deflected out. Now in the short corner. Lance Creuse North trying to work it back in. Shroka already has a hat trick. Looking for a 4th. Shoots. Deflected by Melcharznik. Still around the circle. Melcharznik scoops it. Dekic diving in, shoots and scores. There's his hat trick.
LCN goal scored by number 1, George Decock.
Just tell he's a talented player for the Crusaders. You see how he sets up his team. Just a very calm and collected player. Multiple times now he's definitely just popped out of a failed attack attempt or dive in attempt. Pulls it out and just resets and organizes his team. Here he is again. Swimming across. Moves into the far corner. Shoots. Deflected. East China picks it up, trying to get it out of their half. Got 3 on him. Bounces off of a big hit. Finally, Lance Creuse North knocks the ball free and out of bounds. Stays with the Crusaders. Just under 3 minutes to go. Matthew Russell taking it out from the sideline. Passes in to Dekic in the far corner. Now behind the net. This is his dangerous spot. He likes to loop around. Here he goes again. Splits 3 defenders. Shoots off the post. East China now with the possession. It's across midfield. Passes into Jones. Jones shoots and scores. Top right corner. Good little transition goal for East China there. Wasted no time getting across midfield. Pass down low to Matt Jones, who just wasted no time with the shot, just like the play.
East China goal scored by number 21.
Gets a good goal there.
Assist by number 11, Travis Pulaski.
Face off here. Ball is launched back. Ball stripped. Big scrum for the ball. Pops up Lance Creuse North's way. Halai with it. Passes up to Dekic, who now moves more to the middle of the field to reset. In no rush. He's taking his time. Makes a move in. Has 2 defenders on him. Hit once. Drops the ball. Scoops it back up. Has some space. Wanted to shoot. Moved out of it. Passes up top to Halai, who was open. Couldn't catch the ball. Halai now backing out. Back to Dekic. Dekic spins. Passes low. Passes to the middle. Had a man open. Just can't receive it. Back up top to Dekic. He resets. Really taking his time. We're under a minute now. Shoots from way deep. Goes long over the nets. Think. Might have got deflected back. Lance Creuse North will take it out from the back line. Diving in. Open opportunity. Shoots. Deflected off the left side. That was Shiroka again. Has done that so many times, so he's trying to. Ball is free up top. Melcharsnik scoops it. Now rushing. Slips. Gets it across in a last-second heave. Here come the Crusaders now across midfield. Gets it up top. Shoots. Great save. Nice shot from Halai. Better save from Melcharsnik. Ball is up. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. Score is 7-2. Already pretty high scoring. But we'll see what happens in the second quarter right after this break.
Ace Hardware in St. Clair is your all-new local hardware store in St. Clair, located on the west side of the Riverview Plaza. Ace Hardware in St. Clair now completely remodeled for all of your hardware needs. Your local Ace Hardware, of course, stocks all the quality Ace products you've grown to know and trust. Paint, tools, keys, everything hardware. Ace Hardware, St. Clair, on the west side of the Riverview Plaza.
Magna is a proud sponsor of high school sports on CTV Community Television. Supporting our local schools and organizations is part of Magna's commitment to making a difference in our community. With a focus on innovation and growth, Magna is also hiring. Visit magna.com to learn more about opportunities with a global leader in mobility technology. Magna, driving the future right here in our community.
And welcome back into the second quarter of play. Lance Creuse North dominating early. Score 7-2. Physicality-wise, Crusaders have been too much to handle for East China's defense. Just outrunning defenders, splitting defenders, looping around. It's been tough on the East China defense. Let's see what adjustments they can make here in the second quarter. Face-off is won by Lance Creuse North. They get it to the far corner. Dekic taking his time, waiting for a sub to come in. Passes up top. Back to the middle of the field. Brodsky with it. Brodsky gets around one defender. Flag is thrown. Shoots low and in. Landon Brodsky with a goal there. Also noted that number 19, Judd Brown for East China, got flagged there. Will have to come out as we have another face-off. Bit of a tough stretch the last 3 games for East China, with a 13-1 loss against Royal Oak Shrine and a 23-1 loss against Anchor Bay. 2 huge schools, but only find the back of the net once in both those games is a bit concerning. I'm sure all the coaches on East China are well aware of that and looking for new schemes on how to get their guys more opportunities to find the back of the net. And then 3 games ago, they did have a win against Grosse Pointe North. A good win, 11-4. They've just been on a bit of a lull, a bit of a low part of the season. Can't say the same for L'Anse Creuse North. They've just been rolling. Their last game, they lost to Eisenhower 3-11, but before that, they beat Chippewa Valley 21-12, and then beat Grosse Pointe North 15-1. So they've just been pretty consistent, high scorers as we're seeing here. They got opportunities. They got guys who can really just move their feet and get open. Scrum in the middle of the field. Ball finds the back of the net. I don't know who scored the goal because there was a whole swarm of guys there.
LCN goal scored by number 23, Dylan Schroka.
Schroka again with another goal. It's got to be number 5 by now. I'm sure L'Anse Creuse North's coach is happy to have a guy like Dylan Schroka, who's a freshman midfielder, already has his 5th goal of the game. It's just a guy that's going to be good for the program for years to come. Here comes L'Anse Creuse North now. Quickly shoots, deflected off the right side and out through the back. Ball through the back line once again, stays with L'Anse Creuse North.
Closest to the ball when I put down the yellow line. So that's why most teams it's called an X. It's a guy that stands behind the net on the offensive setup. So when you do shoot, it's closest man to the ball. That's why you see our goalie, if he thinks he can beat the guy on the end line, the goalie will start running.
Here comes L'Anse Creuse North now. Dekic shoots left of the net and out through the back. East China gets away with one. Now coming the other way. Melcharznik takes this one up. Sends it. Gets it in to Cartwright. Sorry, Hansen. Hansen gets across the win. Win. Shoots and in. Good goal for East China. I feel like all 3 of their goals have come to quick counterattacks. And you know, that maybe that's something they got to lean into. Don't allow L'Anse Creuse North to set up. Just get guys moving, get guys streaking on the other side and pass across, and don't waste no time. Get that shot off. That's easier said than done. You can't really have a counterattack if you're not getting the quick stops that you need. Faceoff is won, but East China now with it. Frazier trying to get it out. Frazier spins, sends it up. Good find to Pulaski. Pulaski cuts around one defender, spins out of it. Good move. Pulaski in the far corner to Jones. Jones finds a spot in, gets tripped up, gets back up. Flag is thrown. Passes over to Wynn. Passes back to Jones. Jones shoots, immediately blocked. Whistle's called. Someone will be coming out for L'Anse Creuse North. Looks like it's number 33, Hamilton Ryan. Possession will stay with East China. Pulaski with it. Pulaski moves it over to Jones in the far corner. He's trying to go back up top. Gets there to Cartwright. Cartwright coming across to Hanson. Hanson to Wynn. Wynn to Cash Chapman in the backfield. Chapman back to Wynn. Wynn wants to shoot. Passes up top. Cartwright. Cartwright back to Pulaski. Pulaski to Jones. Matt Jones looking for someone diving in. Had Hanson for a second. He couldn't scoop it. Finally does so. Gets out. East China resets. Passes over to Wynn. Wynn back to Chapman. Chapman to Jones. Tries to dive into Wynn. Wynn shoots and scores. There it is. Great setup. Great possession for East China. Just really taking their time. Looked like it was going to be kind of a slow possession, which it was. Just taking their time passing around, looking for opportunities to present themselves. And finally, they tried it earlier, almost worked with Hunter Hanson, but Wynn that time was the guy to cut through. Found him in the middle. Nice little jump shot. Put it in the back of the net. East China down by 5, scores 9-4, and they win the face-off. They got to move quickly. Tries to get to Pulaski. Pulaski can't handle. East China still with possession. Pulaski in the far corner. Gets it over to Chapman. Chapman has one defender on him. Gets it over to Wynn. Wynn moving out from the short corner. Up top to Pulaski. Over to Jones. Jones to Wynn. Wynn spins. Comes back to the middle. Shoots low. And out through the back line. It will stay with East China. Out through the back. Chapman passes to Wynn. Wynn over across the middle. Finds the back of the net for an easy shoot and score. That is number 22, Adam Hussein for East China. Now down by 4. Mentioned before, it's a game of runs. East China finds themselves on one right now.
Scored by number 22, Adam Hussein. Assist number 8, Ryan Wynn.
Face-off is won for East China. Can't scoop it. Missed opportunity. Change of possession for the Crusaders now. Brody Havero taking this one up. Immediately pressured. Moves into the short corner. Now behind the nets. Passes behind the nets. Shroka moving it out from behind. Now diving in. Almost wanted to go for it. Backed out of it. Dekic now with it. Moving to the far corner. Wants to shoot. Went past the net. Defense desperately trying to get this one out. Can't do so. Here comes Lance Creus still on the attack. Nice deflection from Elcharznik. Gets free. Still a scrum for possession. Matt Jones now with it. Moving it down the sideline. Has some space. Shoots. Scores. A nice transition goal for East China. Done it a few times now. Score is now cut to 3. And Lance Creus North needs a timeout. Going from a 7-1 deficit, East China never looked out of it, and they always kept fighting. And now they find themselves back in striking distance. Creus North here, just trying to slow the bleeding a little bit, get healed up, and change some schemes up to get back on the right track. I don't think they're necessarily worried, but East China is playing some great ball right now. It's like I've said before, they're getting most of their goals from those transitions, those quick outs and across midfield, waste no time to get the ball in. They had the one goal that was a very slow progressing possession, and that's just ideally what you got to do. First things first, be quick with it, be quick in transition, try to get a shot on net. If that doesn't work, do what what Lance Creuse North is doing, especially with Dekic. Just drop out of it, reset, and just keep passing until an opportunity presents itself. Interested to see how both teams respond coming out of this timeout. I think East China's pretty fired up right now. And they got to keep that fire going. Can't start to relax. Lance Creuse North, I think it's kind of the opposite. I think you just keep doing what you've been doing. Stay relaxed. Face-off is won for East China. I will say they've been winning a good handful of these face-offs, which we haven't been seeing a whole lot this season. Wins, spins, splits the defenders, dives out of it, getting harassed with the stick. Gets over to Jones. Jones shoots right at the net and out through the back. Possession stays with East China. Landon Brodsky will come out. Cash Chapman taking it out from the short corner. Chapman to win. Back to Chapman behind the net. Looping around. Gets it over to Matt Jones. Over his head. Chases this one down. Scoops it. Brings it back into play. Now here we go. We need an East China slow progressing drive again. Chapman back over to Win. Back to Chapman. Over his head. Missed opportunity. Just an unforced turnover. Can't do that in those kind of moments. Got 5 minutes left to go until halftime. You would love to tie this thing up. Here comes Lance Creuse North now. Immediately pressured. Good defense in the attacking third. Errant pass over the head of Pulaski. Jones is there to scoop it. Brings it back in through the middle. Across to Win. Back over to Jones. Behind the net to Chapman. Chapman looping in. Over to Win. Back to Chapman. Another unforced turnover. I like the idea from East China. They're trying to be quick with these passes and constantly switching sides of the net to get that defense moving. Just the passing's got to be better. Dekic has 2 on him. Make it 3. Gets across midfield. Gets it across. Now, short corner. Can't handle it. Goes behind the net. Moves it into the far corner. Spins. Good move. Shoots low. Bounces through. And out. Stays with Lance Creuse North. Matthew Turanian takes this one out. Tries to make a swim move across, loses the ball. Gets it into the middle. Shoots. Scores. Shiroka with his 6th. Have yourself a day, Dylan Shiroka.
LCN goal scored by number 23, Dylan Schroka.
Just his ability to kind of play one-on-one and just win every single matchup. It's just impressive to watch. Just makes it look so effortless. Face off here in the middle. That's Creuse North wins it. Coming down through the middle now. Down the sideline into the short corner. Now behind the net. Passes across. Moves it to the far side corner. Good spin move. Shiroka has 3 on him. Shoots and scores again. Number 7 for Dylan Shiroka.
LCN goal scored by number 3, Dylan Schroka.
Not the way you want to close out halftime if you're East China. You got to put something on the board. I'd say make this a 3-score game again. Face off, scooped by Lance Creuse North. Falling to the ground, it's still free. Can't get it across midfield. Spins through, gets it through now. Working it down the far sideline. Up top to Dekic. Dekic shoots low. Good save for Melcharsnik. Gets it out through midfield. Win is there. Gets stripped by Ryan. Ryan now on the counter. Shoots and scores it. That is number 2, Landon Brodsky. Good transition from the long stick. Hamilton Ryan was there on win, playing great defense. Stripped it free, scooped it, got it across midfield. Wasted no time getting over to Brodsky on the far corner. Just like that, East China down by 6 again. Game of runs. Timeout for Lance Creuse North. It's looking like a very smart decision. I believe they've just been on that run since that timeout. That has been 4, I think, unanswered points. Maybe 3. 2 minutes to go in the half. Gets it across midfield to Cartwright. Into the middle, over to Jones in the far corner. Back to Cartwright, can't handle it. Scooped up by Wynn. Back up top to Hansen. Hansen makes a move, spins. Shoots right of the net. Jones got it in the far corner. Gets it across to Wynn. Wynn in the middle. Shoots low and in. Lost track of how many that it's for Ryan Wynn. It's either his 3rd or his 4th. But he's been a bright spot for this East China team. Just kind of doing what he needs to do.
East China goal scored by number 8, Ryan Wynn. Assist number 21, Matt Jones.
Another face-off here. Still some time to get a few more points on the board for either team. A few more points either way can drastically change how this game is going into the locker room. Crusaders fighting for it. Scoop it. Halai gets across. And we're going the other way. Gets it up to Pulaski. Pulaski moving, goes to Matt Jones. Jones across to Wynn. Wynn shoots and scores. East China brings it to 4. With Ryan Wynn's either 4th or 5th goal.
Goal scored by number 8, Ryan Wynn. Assist number 21, Matt Jones.
If you're East China, you get another goal on the board, you'll be feeling real good going into the locker room. Haven't been playing, definitely didn't play your best first quarter. And to come out of that and be down 4 right now, that's a good spot. But here comes L'Anse Creuse North, open net. Bounces behind the goal. Now trying to move it. It's Schroka. Dangerous with the ball. Gives it to Dekic. Also dangerous with the ball. Spins, loops around. Here it comes. Tries to spin back. Melcharznik came out to stuff him. Coming back around the other side. Opportunity. Melcharznik is there. Net is open. Ball goes through the far sideline. 40 seconds to go in the half. The Crusaders will keep it. Schroka taking it out from that far sideline. He's behind the net. Works it in. Open on the net. Shoots. Just an easy save for Melcharznik. 25 seconds to go. Open net. Terrible, terrible way to end the half. Just an error for East China. Just an unfortunate mistake for East China. Down by 4. Now make it 5 with 17 seconds to go. Off of just, I don't know, just a lapse in judgment. Face-off is won by, still a scrum for it. We might just scrum right into halftime. 5 seconds as it rolls out through the sideline. 2 seconds remaining. And that will just about do it for the first half. Still a close game. Definitely a lot of runs between both squads. L'Anse Creuse North leads it right now, 13-8. We'll see what adjustments East China can make in the locker room. And what can L'Anse Creuse do to hold this lead out. But we'll find out what they can do coming up in the second half of the game.
LaFontaine, Michigan's ultimate Ford dealer. Shop from over 1,600 vehicles from 5 Michigan locations, offering on-the-spot mobile service. And buy 3 tires, get 1 free every day. Start shopping now at LaFontaineFordLincoln.com.
Well, they've got drink specials every day. Rooms upstairs if you want to stay. If you love music, hit play at the good old Murphy Inn. At the good old Murphy Inn.
Looking for a great spot to enjoy lunch or dinner with fantastic daily food and happy hour specials? Look no further than the Murphy Inn in St. Clair. This is Paul, owner of the Murphy Inn. Our charming Irish pub features different food and drink specials every day of the week, plus live entertainment every Wednesday through Saturday. The inn even offers 7 unique hotel rooms complete with modern amenities, perfect for overnight stays or a weekend getaway.
There ain't no doubt we're going out to the good old Murphy Inn. To the good old Murphy Inn.
AAA is excited to introduce the Huffmaster Insurance Agency right here in St. Clair. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, Huffmaster Insurance Agency has you covered. Your one-stop shop for protecting what matters most. Conveniently located across from Pine Shores Golf Course at 1015 7th Street, St. Clair. Stop by or call us at 810-637-1200. And remember, go Mariners and go Saints. Huffmaster Insurance Agency, 810-637-1200.
And welcome back to the second half of play. We're in East China Stadium. I'm your commentator, Reed Packin. Score is 13-8, L'Anse Creuse North. They win the face-off, and they're off to a hot start. Schroka is red hot tonight. He's got 7 already in. Whistle is called. There's a ball on the field. Schroka will take it out from the back line. Schroka moving in. Moves it into Dekic. Dekic drops it. Had an open net to shoot on. Scrum for the ball. Here comes East China now. Let's look for a quick counter. Gets it up. Drops the pass to Chapman. Wynn is there. Chapman's also there. Ball is rolling from in the backfield. Both teams are in a scrum for it. Pops free. White possession. Cash Chapman from the back line. Gets to that far corner to Win. Win over to Pulaski. Can't handle. Matt Jones chasing it down. It's going to go with L'Anse Creuse North. Crusaders coming out from the sideline. Number 18, Sean Houlihan. Dekic moves it across midfield. Diving into the middle. Splits defenders. Gets shoved back out. Cuts back. Looking to shoot. Does so and in. Off a low skipper off the ground. Another goal for Dekic. Maybe his 4th of the game. Him and Schroka combined for maybe 11 goals now. That's a pretty impressive thing to do. Face off here in the middle. First one was won by L'Anse Creuse North to start off the half. Let's see what happens here. It's free. Scooped up. Crusaders got it. Spinning. Splitting. 2 defenders. Hit hard. Flag is thrown. Dekic steps out. Allows a sub to come in and resets. Dekic moves in the middle of the field. Driving in. Steps out. Has 1 on him. Help side is waiting. Steps back out to reset once again. Dekic moving to the sideline. Into the far corner. Gets it up and across. Shoots. Schroka's shot is deflected. Dekic will take it out from the short corner. Unnecessary roughness on Travis Pulaski. He'll come out. Outside the circle. It's a fight for the ball. Charznik gets out deep. Scooped up by Dekic. Now looking to reset. Passes up top. Moving to that far corner. Now behind the net, can't scoop it, rolls out through the back line. Change of possession. Going with East China. Charznik moves this one up. Gets it across, bouncing down the sideline. Scooped up. Passes back to the middle to Win. Win shoved deep back into the field. Now up top, he resets. Over to Jones in the short corner. Back across. Pulaski back into play. Jones can't handle. Picks it back up. Shoots just to the left of the post. Possession stays with East China. Hunter Hansen will take it out from that back corner. Gets it into Win. Good defense from Lance Creuse North. Got up there, deflected the pass. Still holding on to it. East China playing tough defense. They got the ball now, moving behind the net. Passes up top, couldn't handle it. Pulaski scoops it. Into Jones in the short corner. Still fighting for the ball. Win had it for a second. Crusaders trying to fight. Big scrum for this possession. Finally, a whistle's called. Shove in the back. We're going the other way. Crusaders are attacking. Brody Havro gets it across midfield. Now in that far side corner, moves behind the net. Looking for Shroka. Can't get it to him. Passes to that far corner. Now up top to Dekic. Diving in, he shoots. Deflected by Melcharznik. He scoops it. He's on a counter. Good defense from Dekic. Still a fight for the possession. Melcharznik goes back into net. Finally scooped up by Hayden Dahlstrom. Here comes Lance Creuse North now. Dekic with it. He's on that far sideline. Into the far corner. Spins. Looking for space. Bounces out. Passes across. Matthew Russell couldn't reel it in. Big hit on the sideline. Pulaski with it with a spin. Splits two defenders. Spins one more. Loses the ball. Lance Creuse trying to make something happen. They lose possession. Pulaski with it now. Gets it across midfield. Gets it up. Cash Chapman shoots. Easy save. Had Ryan Wynn on the far side corner. Havro trying to get across midfield. He does so coming up the sideline now. Moving in. Shoots. Saved by Melcharznik. And we have an injury. Havro took that from his defensive side half with good speed. He's been doing it all game. Got it across midfield. Got it up. Dove right into the outside circle. Took a shot. Took a little bit of contact from the defender and Malcharznik. But he's up. He's walking out. Just a little bit of a bang-bang kind of play. No real injuries. We've gone pretty scoreless here. At least it feels like that for the last few minutes. Score is still 14-8. East China down by 6. 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. They're just looking to close that gap so they can have a fourth quarter where they can try to take the lead. Malcharznik gets that one up to Frazier. Long stick, sends it up to Hansen. Spins. Back up top to Wynn. Trying to dive in, pushed out. Back over to Hansen. Hansen can't handle it. He scoops it. Across to Cartwright. Cartwright to Jones. Jones behind the net to Chapman. Chapman moving into the short corner. Back to Jones. Back up top to Wynn. Wynn shoots behind his back, and it's deflected off through the back line. He scoops it, keeps it in play. Oh, maybe not. He's trying to keep possession. Chapman behind the net now. Gets it over to Wynn in the far corner. Up top to Hansen. Cross to Cartwright. Down to Jones. Jones shoots. Deflected. Stays with East China. Chapman will take it out from the back line. Chapman over to Wynn. Wynn shoots high over the net. Stays with East China. Matt Jones taking this one out from this short corner from behind the net. Looking for a man in the middle. Had him. Had Hunter Hansen. Bounced off of his stick. Crusaders trying to get it across their midfield. Initially hit out of his stick. They still keep possession. Hulai down the sideline in that far corner. Now going behind the net. Shoved deep. Shoved out of bounds. Keeps it in play. Change of possession. Good defense there for East China. Not giving the Lance Creuse North Crusaders any space to kind of get anything going. Here comes Malcharznik. He's in the middle of the field. Sends it across to Hansen. Hansen scoops it. Up top to Wynn.
Still need a touch.
Over to Jones. Jones scoops in that short corner. Spins. Behind the net to Chapman. Chapman cutting back. Behind the net to Wynn. Can't handle it. Hits it back into play. Keeps it in. Scoops it. Now in the short corner. Up top. Jones moves to the short corner. Sorry, not Jones. Cash Chapman now behind the net. Finds Ryan Wynn in. Whistle's called. Ryan Wynn inside the crease. Change of possession. Dekic up top. Moving into that far corner. Resetting in the deep in that far corner. Coming behind the net, looking for a screen. Looking for any sort of space to wrap around. You've seen him do it many times. Here's Shiroka. Also looking to do the same. Muscling his way in, has some space, shoots, deflected off Malcharznik. Good save. And now scooped by Melcharsnik. Sends it up. Carson Hudis can't get through to defenders. Dekic now coming the other way. Has a man, fakes the pass, shoots off of Melcharsnik. Great save. Dekic had a man on the opposite corner. Here comes Schroka. Had a man in the middle. Couldn't reach him. Brodsky now up top. Dekic shoots. Change of possession. I missed the call. The change of possession. Oh, equipment error. Glove came off. Here comes East China. They cross midfield. Gets it to the short corner to Jones. Jones to the middle. East China shoots and scores. Win with another one.
East China goal scored by number 8, Ryan Wynn. Assist number 21, Matt Jones.
I've lost track of Ryan Wynn's goals this game, but I think he's right around 5. Really impressive showing from a few players on both squads. Ryan Wynn being one of them, right up there with George Dekic and Dylan Schroka. Here comes Brodsky now. Cuts it in, passes to the short corner, and that will do it for the third quarter. Score is 14-9. Let's see how this game wraps up in the fourth right after this break.
LaFontaine Chevy Buick GMC of St. Clair invites you to experience the hottest lineup of SUVs on the road today, like the all-new 2025 Buick Enclave. Timeless, yet undeniably modern, the new Enclave is next level at every facet. Thinking about going all electric? Think about the award-winning Chevy Blazer EV. Whether driving around town or across the country, the Blazer EV offers an impressive 283-mile range. Start shopping now at LaFontaine Chevrolet Buick GMC.com.
North Star Bank believes in banking on a first-name basis. Our bankers get to know you, your goals, and your dreams. This allows for the flexible solutions you need with the personalized service you deserve. North Star Bank provides the same services a national bank offers with a local commitment, all streamlined and simplified to fit your life. It's a better banking experience, personalized just for you. They'll show you why putting customers first makes all the difference. Equal housing member FDIC.
Welcome in to the fourth quarter of this match. L'Anse Creuse North has been leading the entire game. East China, right before the end of the third, brings it within 5. Now is as good as any time to make a push to tie this thing up, maybe even take over the lead. But L'Anse Creuse North isn't going to just let you do that. They're a good squad. They're undefeated in the MAC White, boasting an 8-4 record right now, 7-0 in the MAC White. I don't think they want to be upset tonight. And given their first loss in league play. Brodsky taking this one up, passes to Dekic. Dekic in that far corner, looking for space. Has Frazier on him, pushing him out. Dekic wants to spin around the corner. Shoots, deflected off of Melcharsnik, and rolls out through the sideline. A lot of athletic moves from George Dekic we've seen today. All kind of right around the crease. Being quick on his feet to cut back and spin out of defense. And just elevating up to shoot. Tripped up around the crease. Still scores. Flag is thrown. Shroka with his 8th. Shroka and Dekic have really been the story of tonight's game. They have accounted for, let's make that 12 of the 15 goals that L'Anse Creuse North has put up on the board. And East China on defense really hasn't had much of an answer for the two of them. Face off in the middle. Scooped up by L'Anse Creuse North. Brodsky coming through the middle. Swims back. Moving down the far sideline into the corner. Passes up top to Dekic. Makes a move in. Has 2 on him. Has some space. Shoots. Left of the net and out. Sticks with the Crusaders. Good deflection on defense. L'Anse Creuse North still with it behind the net. Now in the short corner. Passes up top to Dekic. Dekic, good moves around. Deflected off the net and out through the back. East China will take it out. Melcharsnik looking for somebody. Sends it up. Big hit. Caden Hudson moving across midfield. Absorbing some big hits. Gets it up top to win. Into Hunter Hansen. Can't handle it. Havero now with it. Down the sideline. Has a man on the opposite corner. Shoots. Right of the net. Change of possession. Hansen now gets it across midfield. Down the sideline. Into the far corner to Jones. Can't scoop it. Chapman is there. He's behind the net with the ball. Slips. Coming across. Now in the short corner to Win. Win looked to shoot first. Passes up top to Hansen. Hansen spins. Has 2 on him. Shoved out. Cuts back. Shoots. Saved for Jackson Davey of L'Anse Creuse North. Big hit. Flag is thrown. Whistle's called. Hunter Hansen whistled for it. He'll come out. Brodsky will take it out. In that far corner, shoots and scores. Dekic. That's his 5th.
LCN goals for by number 1,
13 of the 16 goals from Dekic and Schroka. Just shows how important they are to that Crusaders squad. The offense runs through those two, and it's been doing it. They've been doing it all game long. Face off here. Scooped by Lance Creuse North. Moving into the far corner. Now behind the net. Moves it up to Dekic. Looking for some space. Has a defender on him. Has a gap in the middle. Shoots. Scores another. Make it 6. He's catching up to his teammate Schroka and scoring.
LCN goal scored by number 1, George Lecoq.
You just hope that East China can turn a leaf here and get things going again. You'd hate for them to just kind of end out this game on just endless scoring runs by Lance Creuse North. Ulai comes across now, moves into the short corner and passes. Has some space, passes up top to Dekic. Dekic across. His man wasn't ready for it. Still gets there to scoop it. Back up to Dekic. Has one on him. Now in the deep corner. Schroka spins, looking for space. He wants to shoot. Does so. And it goes in. Bouncer, I just don't think Milcharsnik saw that one. Schroka now with 9 goals. An impressive outing for the freshman, who will surely be a threat to deal with in the MAC for years to come. Here comes Lance Creuse North. Sends one in, shoots and scores. It's getting out of hand now. Connor Koza with that one.
LCN goal scored by number 17, Connor Osa.
A lead that was as close as 3 goals, I think, right before halftime. Now spiraling as Lance Creuse North is up by 10. Face off here in the middle. Lance Creuse North scoops it. Brodsky with it. Passes up to Dekic. Dekic taking his time, moving back to the middle. Using his speed, has some space, wants to shoot, does so behind the back, off the post. Milcharsnik scoops it, sends it up. Ryan Wynn with it, middle of the field, loses it. Brodsky scoops and goes, passes up top. Schroka shoots and scores. That's his 10th. Great game for Dylan Schroka and the Crusaders. Just not the way you'd want this thing to end for East China. From quarters 2 and 3, probably the best for East China, but they still kept it within reach in quarter 1. Just kind of unraveled here in the 4th. And maybe that's what Lance Creuse North is built for. They seem like they're a deep team. They seem always calm and collected. They'll just kind of outlast their opponents which we definitely saw today. East China going on some good runs, get close to striking distance, and I don't think Lance Creuse North ever wavered. Another opportunity to shoot and score here for Shroka. Goes past the net. In the back corner, short corner. Passes up top. Dekic was streaking in. Couldn't receive it. He scoops it now. Moves into the short corner. Looking for space. Shoots. Melcharsnik with the save. Passes up top. Harwood with it. Has 2 on him. Didn't have no help. Cash Chapman now behind the net. Pass to the middle. Jones is there. Here comes Lance Creuse North on the counter. Passes across to Brodsky. Moving into the short corner. Screen is set. Now behind the net. Brodsky taking his time. Walking his defender in. Dekic now. Behind the net. Really looks like he wants to score. Just being patient there. Just looking for an opportunity to outrun his defender. 4 minutes to go in the game. Finds some space. Wants to shoot. Pulls out of it. Somehow the ball found the back of the net. I feel like that was number 17, Connor Koza once again. It looked like a deflection, but I think that was a pass from Dekic right to Koza, who looked like he had a pretty easy time putting that ball in the back of the net. 21-9, Lance Creuse North leads with 3:40 to go. Sun is out, but doesn't really seem like spirits are high for East China. Face off here. Pulled back, scooped up by East China, but they lose it. Ball is free. Now in the short corner, Cartwright goes up top to Hansen. Hansen across to Jones. Jones can't reel it in. Lance Creuse North looking to get one more in. Koza looking for that hat trick. Still fighting for possession. Lance Creuse scoops it. Gets it up top. Goes to the far side to Shroka. 2:30 to go. He's in the far corner. Looking to drain some clock. Spins. Moves in. Looking to shoot. Does so. Shoots and scores for his 11th goal of the game. Great game for the freshman Dylan Shroka. But I think this is going to be a game that Coach McGuire in East China is going to kind of want to forget about. Learn from. but forget about. Face off in the middle of the field. Minute 30 to go. Judd Brown on that far sideline. Passing into Ryan Wynn. Wynn shoots and scores. Unfortunate, because Ryan Wynn has had a great game today. I still don't know how many he's at, but it's definitely close to 6. But just unfortunately, it's just being overshadowed by all of the goals from L'Anse Creuse North. That score is just, it's not nice to look at. Here comes East China now. Gets it to win in the corner. It's going to roll a little too far and out. Turnover. $20 seconds to go. Steps out of bounds, but that will just about do it for the game. Final score is 22-10. L'Anse Creuse North victors and stay undefeated in the MAC Whites. A lot of things could have changed in that fourth quarter, but the score remains the same. I have been your commentator, Reed Packin, and this has been East China School District Sports, presented by CTV Community TV. It's been East China United against L'Anse Creuse North. Thank you for watching.
That's what we think of Port Huron United.
This has been a CTV Sports presentation of East China High School Sports. Presented by Magna, magna.com/careers, with support from LaFontaine Chevy, Buick, GMC, where you get the family deal. By Murphy Inn Hotel and Restaurant, by Ace Hardware, and LaFontaine Ford, where you get the family deal. And by North Star Bank, North Star guiding the way. And by CTV Community TV for Marine City and St. Clair.